Hey, hello and welcome to day one recap in the Gregg case. Gregg, as you know, is the 14-year-old girl who unalived her mom and tried to unalive her stepdad. We know the defense have been swinging for a insanity plea that it wasn't her, it was because she was ill, it happened. We had opening statements yesterday, and it was two very, very different stories those two sides portrayed. The state claims Carly had lived a double life, hiding boyfriends, drug abuse, social media from her parents. She had become a cutter. She had s- cheated in school, stolen exam um, answers, given that to her friends. In school, she was bad mouthing her mom. She had become quite a bad egg, to say it mildly. The parents had tried to get her into therapy. She was in treatment, but in March this year, her and her mom returns to the house after school. The mom goes into Carly's room, possibly to search it for more contraband. Carly picks up a 357, walks in, boom, 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 unalives the mom. Then uses the mom's phone to text her stepdad, say, "Hey, when are you coming home?" And he said, "I'll be there soon." She then tries to contact five or six of her friends to have them come over to portray or show them the unalive person. She clearly did it, and she did it with malice. That's the state's opening. The defense had a quite a different story. Carly is a victim of mental illness. It was the invisible killer. The invisible disease made her do this. There's no disputing she did it. We know she did it. She admits to doing it, but the reason why wasn't that she was mad at her mom. It wasn't that she had that secret double life. It wasn't anything other than mental illnesses. We heard about she had a stepdad, or a dad she didn't really talk to. He had had mental illnesses. He's a drug abuser. But Carly had all her life feared she was going to end up like him. She apparently was very, very afraid of all of these mental illnesses, and then she got them. It was, you could say the two opening statements were either she was just, she wanted to do it. She did it because she was mad at her mom and her stepdad for finding out her secret life. Or you can say, the devil made me do it. That's kind of the defense opening. She didn't call her friends over to show them the unalive body. She called them over because she needed help. She didn't text the stepdad uh, to draw him into the house so she could do it to him too. Because when he arrived at the house, according to the defense, we will hear the stepdad testify that she didn't even recognize him, and that's why she pewed him. So she must have been in some kind of delusional state. She must have been in some kind of mental state that ruined her, so she couldn't recognize people. Is, I think, kind of what the defense is going for. But it's going to be interesting to see if they can prove it. The rest of the day, yesterday, we had the 911 operator there bringing in the 911 call where you can clearly hear the stepdad, very distraught, telling that it was Carla who did it. Quite amazingly, he had been clipped by a 357, but yes, he was very, very irate, but he was telling the story very straight. We had the first arriving officer, Hunter Lewis. Sadly, I didn't find out till later that another channel had the body cam footage, so I don't know what is on all the body cam, but what I could see from the house, it looked like a normal suburban American house. It didn't look like anything crazy. So it's kind of perplexing what happened in that house. I'm really looking forward to the medical professionals coming in to tell us what they believe is wrong with Carly, and if that could be an explanation, because it just looked like suburban America. The last witness was a juvenile, a 16-year-old boy who is a friend of Carly's. I don't know what type of friend. After I ended my stream, I found out Court TV was doing a written recap of what he was saying, but it's not allowed to audio or video grab the juveniles in this courtroom. So I had ended because it was getting late. But opening statements showed us a very different story than the one we have been reading about in the newspapers up until now. It's not as much, oh, she just snapped, according to the state. This is, they found out I was a bad girl. I'm going to end them. And according to the defense, the devil made me do it. It's going to be very interesting to see how they can prove this. We will continue again today, 9:30 Eastern. So if you want to follow it live, be there or be square.